everyone, welcome to Children's Chapel. Before we read our lesson today, let's take a deep breath in and just get ready with our bodies and our minds to listen. Our story today is from the Gospel of Matthew, and this is a story about Jesus feeding a large crowd of people. Let's read. When Jesus heard about John, he withdrew in a boat to a deserted place by himself. When the crowds learned this, they followed him on foot from the cities. When Jesus arrived and saw a large crowd, he had compassion for them and healed those who were sick. That evening his disciples came and said to him, "This is an isolated place and it's getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go into the villages and buy food for themselves." But Jesus said to them, "There's no need to send them away. You give them something to eat." They replied, "We have nothing here except 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish." He said, "Bring them here to me." He ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass. He took the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish, looked up to heaven, blessed them, and broke the loaves apart and gave them to his disciples. Then the disciples gave them to the crowds. Everyone ate until they were full, and they filled 12 baskets with the leftovers. About 5,000 men plus women and children had eaten. This is one of my favorite stories about Jesus in the Bible. I think it's one of my favorites because I understand how Jesus's friends felt, especially when this huge crowd of people were asking them to share something and they didn't think they would have enough. What if they couldn't feed everyone? What if people went away hungry? What would they think about the disciples? What would they think about Jesus? Have you ever been eating a favorite snack or playing with a favorite toy and someone asks you to share it? It can be really hard sometimes to share our things with other people. But when Jesus decides to share, somehow there's not only enough, they have leftovers. They have more than enough. I think this story is trying to remind us that there will always be enough of the things we need, even when we're nervous that there won't be. We can practice sharing with other people the way that Jesus did, and trying to remind ourselves that the things that we do have are always enough. Thank you for tuning in to this Children's Chapel lesson today. Let's close with our prayer.
Surround you everywhere, everywhere.